Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is a quick video on something I've been wanting to do with my boat for quite a while. So I have all Garmin Echomap Plus fish finders on the boat, and I'm going to go through and show you how I have them all set up here. And what I want to do is network two of my mapping Garmin's together, so when I make waypoints, they sync to one another, and I don't have to upload my waypoints from my iPad every time. When I make them on the lake, they go right to the other Garmin. So I'll just do a quick rundown of how I have my Garmin set up, and we'll get into it. All right, guys, so what I have on the console here is I have the 93 SVs, I believe they're called. Echomap Plus. So the one on the right I always use for my mapping, and the one on the left I always use for my down scan, side scan, 2D sonar, whatever I decide, if I want, all four screens, whatever I want to do with that. But the one on the right I always use for my mapping. So what I want to do is take the one on the right that I always use for my mapping and go ahead and sync it to the one on the bow of the boat, so that way when I make a waypoint it automatically syncs. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I got on the bow of the boat here, and I have all these in demo mode because I'm in my garage, so that way you can kind of get a better idea. So the one on the top is a 93 SV, and I use that for my Garmin Live Scope, which is really cool if you guys haven't checked that out. It's basically just a live view of the fish. You can see right there the fish swimming around a tree there, and you can actually see it in live view what the fish are doing. And then the one on the bottom is just a 73 SV, which I use for my mapping. And again, these are in demo mode, so they don't show all my contour lines and stuff like that. So I want to get this 73 SV to sync or network to this 93 SV here. So my two mapping units, which I always keep on mapping, are going to be networked together, and all my waypoints and everything will automatically sync. So what I did was I went and purchased this. It's a RJ45 marine network cable, and I went ahead and got a 20-foot cable just to make sure I have enough room to run from my console all the way to the bow of the boat and run it underneath so you don't see the wire, and make it nice and clean. So that's what we're going to do in this video today, and yeah, I'll show you kind of how I'm going to do that. For the sake of this being a short video, I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to set up the cable and the units, and I'm not going to bother you with the running the cable because that's pretty simple. But I will run down how I'm going to have to run the cable, and it's going to be different for whatever style boat you have. I have a Skeeter, it's a 2004. And it's going to be pretty simple to run the line. I just need to get a fish tape and run the wire in through the side of the boat. So I'll give you a quick rundown of what I have to do. I'm not going to bore you with all the details, though. I'll just kind of show you how to set up the network cable. So how my boat is set up, here's my control panel right here. So I have, I don't know, maybe 6 screws in there. I just have to take all the screws out in the panel, pull that control panel out, and stick my fish tape down there and run it through all the way through the side of the boat here to the console. And then basically run it up through there, out the hole, and hook it up to my graph there. So pretty easy. The hardest thing about this process is going to be, the hardest thing of this process is really going to be running the wire, which isn't going to be hard at all. It just depends on the model of your boat. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so a few things that this package came with. got my 20 foot networking cable. I got my end caps. These end caps basically let you run the wire without them on. Since it's a smaller diameter, you could run your wires and then put these end caps. It's like a split piece nut. You just clamp that together when you're done, and that secures it to the fish finder. So we got 2 of those, and finally we got a rubber cap for when if you have to drill holes, run the wires, and then this little rubber cap here fills the hole, and you could run the wires through and make it look nice and neat. I don't have to drill any holes. I already have my holes drilled. I had wires pre-ran for my electronics, so I'm just gonna follow those wires, and I won't be using this. So let's get into it. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do, since this is the end that's gonna go straight into my Garmin here, and I don't need to run this end through anything, here's the quick connect screw-on cap they gave me. Comes in 2 pieces and an O-ring. So you slide that O-ring on so it's waterproof, and then you basically just, these are really easy, you just clip these on together here. It just snap on. So now I have my screw cap on there with the O-ring. Now this connection will be nice and waterproof. Okay, so I had to take my Garmin off here just to get quick access, but here's the network port here. It's going to be hard for you guys to see this because I don't have a lot of cord to pull it out very far. And then here's the end of the network cable. So I'm just going to go ahead, plug that in, screw that tight. And that is the end of that process. So now I have my cable here running into the network port on my bow. Now I'm going to connect the one on my dash and go from there. Alright guys, here's a little close-up of this. So here's the end cap. I'm going to put the O-ring on there, make it nice and waterproof. And I got my 2 screw-on caps here. I'm going to go ahead and clip those on. And there you go, that's your screw-on cap there. So here's the back of my Garmin. Pull off the network cable. Basically all this is like an Ethernet cable, and you can use an Ethernet cable, but problem with that is it's not going to be waterproof. And this was actually, it wasn't that bad. The 20 foot, I think it was like 35, 40 bucks. And if you need a smaller cable, they get even cheaper. I think all the way down to like 15 bucks. So go ahead and plug that in. Very easy. Screw it on. You hear those 2 beeping now. Let's see what it says. Boat here, get a better view. Okay, so it says, if you guys could see that, so it says multiple active captain memory cards detected. Make sure that only one active captain memory card is inserted into the system. So I do have memory cards in both of those units. So I think I'll just have to take one out, make sure there's only one that's detected. Go ahead and hit OK. A new active captain user was added. Okay. So that's it. They're networked. Let's go ahead and see if I can. I'm going to go ahead and take it out. Simulator mode. I'm going to go up front. Take this one out of simulator mode. Now I'm not sure if this is going to let me make any waypoints since I'm not on the lake, but we'll see. Let that kind of refresh. I'm going to go ahead and make a waypoint here and just give it a test. Alright, so let's see if this works. Let's go create waypoint. We're just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to label it anything. I'm just doing this for a test. Okay, so we got 007, which is our waypoint right at the area we're in. Go up front. So there it is, 007. There's my waypoint right where the boat's at. They're networked and linked together. Alright guys, well that was it. Very simple process. All I had to really do was connect those two network cables to the ones I want to network together. And pretty basic stuff, you know, just running the wire is all you need to do. That could be a different process for different models of boats. So running that wire is probably going to take me like 10 minutes. It's not going to be a long process. So but I've been waiting to do that for a while. Now I got both Garmin's networked. When I make a waypoint, syncs to the other one automatically. Works perfect. So that's what I've been waiting to do for a while now. So appreciate you guys watching the video. If you like it, hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment if you have any questions. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I will do some more Garmin how-tos coming up, along with some more fishing videos. Thanks for watching, guys.